Hey, what's up guys, Snowy Minotaur here, and welcome back to the channel. It is that time once again, as we are coming to the end of Chapter 4 Season 3. It is that time for me to talk about my top 10 favorite skins from this season. So obviously I'm going to be going over skins which I have gotten in this season, and also keep in mind the skins would have to have released during this season, and not to mention this is just my own personal opinion. So without further ado, let's hop right into the list. At the number 10 spot for me, this is going to be Optimus Prime. Now I can already hear the comment section seething in their seats right now because, oh, I put the tier 100 skin of this season at the number 10 spot. This is like the bottom of the barrel for you? Well, unfortunately yes, but I do like the skin. Let me just explain this here. I do like how he looks. He's definitely one of the best attention to detail skins we got during this season, and I'm very happy we got Transformers. As someone who's a fan of Transformers, this is really cool to see. However, I do have to say that the skin was just not it, realistically. He only had one other edit style, and that was called Battle Tested, and that was really about it. This man didn't really have anything for his set. Like, instead of one edit style, a built-in emote, and I think like a pickaxe and back bling, and then some other things. I think that was it. He was done so dirty in the battle pass, and is definitely the weakest tier 100 skin we have gotten during Chapter 4, and one of the weakest ones we have gotten in general in a while. And that's a damn shame because the skin's nice, as I've just said. He's at number 10 for me, by the way, because I did find skins better, obviously, because he's at number 10, and there were a couple battle pass skins that were better than this one. So let's move on to my number 9 spot. This is going to be the level up quest pack skin for this season, Vikora. Hoping I said her name right, but yeah, this is the level up quest pack that we got during this season. I gotta be honest with you here, it's definitely not the best one that we've gotten, because obviously the previous ones have been better besides maybe last season's. Last season's was just not a good skin, but I am glad that we did get a good skin from these packs again. I really like the skin, especially with the edit style that she has when you complete all the level ups. Oh my god, that mask is so sick. And I gotta mention the color scheme is really good. And I forgot to say this here too, as well. The default edit style reminds me a lot of Rachel Roth's style for the Raven skin. This is a pretty good skin, especially for 1200 V-Bucks. Like, these packs are just so worth it in my opinion. Please don't sleep on these guys, please. Let's move on to my number 8 spot. This is going to be Lorenzo. Talk about a pretty good skin from this battle pass. I very much enjoyed this skin here, as I really like the theming around him being an adventurer, which is really cool. Not to mention he has some amazing edit styles, including some really cool like trench coat looking like coats. I guess that's the best way of me putting it. I don't know. They're really cool looking suits that he has on, and also not to mention the mask that he has. Oh my gosh, that is such a sick mask. Really cool stuff here. Very much enjoyed it. And not to mention the edit styles that he has when it comes to super levels this season. Just a side note, were really damn good this season, but not to mention they look really good on this skin, especially with the customization that you can do with it. It is a very clean male skin. Not my favorite male skin from the season, but it was definitely the best one from the battle pass. So let's move on to my number 7 spot. This is going to be Yuji Ichidori. I'm hoping I'm saying his name correctly, and I'm also going to count the streetwear version of him as well here, because they're essentially the same skin. Man, oh man, Jujutsu Kaisen in Fortnite. So this was a pretty good collaboration, and from the skins which I got, I only got the ones from the mini event battle pass that they had available during this season, and I think it's still available as this video recording, but I digress. This was a pretty good collaboration. I will say this here, these skins look really good, even the ones in the item shop, which I didn't get the chance to pick up this season, which is totally fine. And I really like this character model with how he looks. He looks exactly like how he looks in the show. I have never seen Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Sorry if I'm butchering the names here about these, but they are both really good skins. I actually kind of like the streetwear version of this character a lot more, because it just looks a lot more casual. Not saying the original one doesn't look bad either, because it looks very good, and the cell shading is not oversaturated like with most of the other collabs we have gotten when it comes to anime collabs. Very good skins in my opinion. They're both the exact same to me, so that's why they make it right here. So let's move on to my number 6 spot. This is actually a first here, because this is the clip skin. This, I'm pretty sure, is the first ever and probably the only starter pack skin to be on this series, more or less, from Save the World. This is a Save the World character that they added into Fortnite, and this was actually a pack which I saw, which I was like, I very much like this character model and the skin itself. The skin is really good. It's literally Clip from Save the World. They literally just took her out of Save the World and just made her into a Fortnite skin, which is really cool. I think they gave her like a little extra armor on one of her arms, and I think that's about it. I think they kept almost everything else about this character the way it was, which is really cool. I am just so sad that a lot of people are not giving the skin a chance because it is a very clean, casual looking female skin. It's very good. It's Clip from Save the World. I don't know how else to put it. It's really cool that we're getting a lot of Save the World characters. I would love to see some more characters, more or less a lot of the skins that are actually in there, which, come on Epic, please release more of them. But let's move on to my number 5 spot. This is going to be the Breezabelle skin. This is one of the 2 Fortnite crew sets, which I will be mentioning on this video. Sorry for the spoilers there, but this skin was very good. One of the best summer skins we got during this season. There was a huge controversy that happened with the skin, which I actually made a video talking about that. If you want to go check it out, top right hand corner, but I really didn't want to discuss that conversation here because obviously I talked about a little bit about it in that video. But in terms of the skin itself, it's really good. Definitely one of the best reskins of the Isabelle skin we have gotten, honestly, since the original. I think this is the second best one, especially because the edit styles are fantastic. There's some really good edit styles, and shout out to the back bling as well. It's a very clean back bling. And again, going back to the edit styles here, I absolutely love the color schemes on these edit styles, especially with the first one. The default style is just so good. This is a very good skin from the Fortnite crew, and I'm very happy to actually have this. But it wasn't my favorite skin from the Fortnite crew because this one very much shocked me here, because at number 4 is Princess Lexa. Now, I've just got to be honest with you here, and I gotta rip the band-aid off right now. I hate the original Lexa skin from Chapter 2 Season 5. It's just not a good skin. The cell shading, while yes, this was the very first cell shade skin in Fortnite, it just did not look good. This one is essentially a better version of that character. And oh my god, this is the best Lexa we have gotten in Fortnite. And it's not even cell shaded, which is really crazy to think because a lot of people were thinking that this was going to be a cell shade skin, but it wasn't. And I gotta tell you, it's really good. I really like the color scheme here with the white, the bronze type gold there, the black, very much like the dress there. It's really cool. And also I like the little rocks that are like essentially just floating around her arms, and I think there's a couple around her legs, which is really cool. Also, shout out to the other skin from this Fortnite crew. Prince Orin was also very good as well. Very crazy that we got 2 skins in the Fortnite crew. If you think that this Fortnite crew was like one of the worst Fortnite crews ever, for the 12 bucks that you pay for it, you're out of your mind. I'm sorry for saying that, but let's move on to my number 3 spot. This is going to be my favorite collab skin from this season. Oh boy, Bender Bending Rodriguez. That is right. We've got Futurama in Fortnite, and I just could not believe it. I actually have watched this show when I was about like 10 or 12 years old. I watched the show. I know my brother's a massive fan of the show, and it recently came back, and I actually started watching it again, and I still love the show. I grew up watching it, as I just said, and having it in Fortnite is just crazy. This collab came out of absolutely nowhere, and I'm just so happy we got Bender at the very least. He was definitely the best skin out of here. The cell shading, it doesn't even look like he's cell shaded realistically. The edit styles that they have is from an episode, which I remember is definitely a very funny episode. Really cool attention to details here. Very awesome skin here. Definitely my favorite male skin from this season. I know it's a meme skin, but I don't care. This was definitely a huge Jump the Shark collaboration that nobody saw coming, and I'm very happy about it. But let's move on to my number 2 spot. This is going to be the Court Queen Irissa skin. Holy crap, I was not expecting to like the skin that much. Now, the reason why she's at number 2 for me right now is because of the original edit style. I am not the biggest fan of the original default edit style. It's not bad, but it's definitely not as good as the summer edit style that she has. And wow, it is so good. Definitely the best summer skin we got from this season, hands down. Especially because this was part of a quest pack for 12 bucks, which was just crazy to think. And not to mention, what makes this skin even better, in my personal opinion, than the original, is that you can actually change the cell shading effect on this skin. You can legit not even have cell shading on with it, which is awesome, and I really hope they actually implement this in with more skins like this. I really hope they keep this as a feature moving forward, because a lot of people don't like the cell shading on certain skins. This is a great way to move forward with that. But ladies and gentlemen, my personal favorite skin from the season, and coming at number 1, is the tier 1 skin we got from this season, Era. I was not expecting to like the skin as much as I thought I would, but oh my god, this skin honestly should have been the tier 100 skin for this season. I think that they should have just swapped out Optimus Prime, maybe put him in the secret skin tier maybe. I think that would have just made sense instead of that garbage Meowscles skin that we got, and made her the tier 100, because this skin more or less looks like a tier 100 skin, especially with all the stuff that she has, with a really sick transformation emote, the multiple different edit styles, including that awesome hat, just the amount of really cool things that this skin has to offer. It's a great tier 1 skin, one of the best tier 1 skins I think we have gotten in Fortnite in a long time. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, aka my X account, which once again just sounds very bad. Socials are on screen. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember everyone, it's always good to take chances.